Welcome back to the channel. Jcfigz here, and today we're going to review the WWE Shop WCW 1991 to 94 World Heavyweight Championship replica belt. Now let's begin with a brief history lesson on the 91 to 94 WCW World Heavyweight title. In 1991, Ric Flair had some creative differences with EVP Jim Herd, so Ric Flair decided to leave the WCW for the WWF. However, Jim Herd refused to give Ric Flair his $25,000 deposit, so Ric Flair took the WCW Big Gold Heavyweight title with him to the WWF. Because of that, WCW needed a new heavyweight title, thus resulting in this 91 to 94 heavyweight title. Because it was only around for a couple of years, only 4 people held this belt: Lex Luger, Sting, Vader, and Ron Simmons. Of course, Ron Simmons made history when he obtained this title because he was the first African American World Heavyweight Champion. You can dive deeper into the history if you'd like. There's lots of YouTube videos and news articles on it all over the web. But let's begin with this replica belt review. On the right side of the title, we have an 8x2 male snapbox in gold. And around the snap box there is some tooling, but nothing too fancy. And then we move on down to the first outer side plate, and around the 5 main plates is seashell tech string in the faux leather. First outer side plate features the WCW logo at the top with a black background. There's a sunburst pattern at the top and bottom of this outer side plate. There's 2 wrestlers beneath the WCW logo surrounded by a floral design in a circular pattern, 2 stars on each side of that circle, and then some pillar tooling on the left and right side of this outer side plate. One thing to know about this championship belt is the side plates actually resemble the WWE or WWF Winged Eagle side plates. And we will be doing a comparison later on in this video, so make sure you stick around for that. The inner side plate, it has the WCW logo at the top again in gold with a black background, sunburst pattern at the top and bottom. And on the left and right side of the sunburst pattern on the inner side plate, it rounds off. You can see the pillar design on the right and left side of this inner side plate as well. And then beneath the WCW logo, you have a big blue globe, and you can see the countries in gold. Then we move to the center plate here, and we have the WCW logo at the top in gold with a black background again, sunburst pattern, and then beneath the WCW logo it says World in gold. Beneath the word World, you can see the heavyweight banner. Heavyweight is in gold, and then the background of the banner is black. There's 3 stars on the left and right side of the center plate in gold, and then you can see the sunburst patterns on the left and right side as well. Beneath the heavyweight banner, there's a giant blue globe, and the blue on the globes on this belt are a little light compared to the real version of this title. The actual version, the globes are just slightly darker. But again, you can see the countries in gold, and then below the globe is the wrestling champion banner. Those words are in gold, and then the banner itself is black. Beneath that banner, you can see the sunburst pattern again. Personally, I do really like the shape of the center plate. I do like how it kind of rounds inward at the top on the left and right side of the center plate. It's just a little something different, and I personally think it looks really cool. Going down to the left, we have the next inner side plate, and it's the same as the right side. WCW logo at the top in gold, black background, sunburst pattern at the top and bottom. The left and right side of the sunburst pattern are rounded. We have the pillars on the right and left side as well, and then the blue globe in the center with gold countries. The left outer side plate features the same thing as the right side. WCW logo at the top in gold, black background, sunburst pattern at the top and bottom. The right side of the sunburst pattern is rounded, however the left side is not. The wrestlers here are mirrored from the wrestlers on the right outer side plate. Then we have 2 stars on the left and right side and the pillars again. Then the seashell tech string on the faux leather strap ends right here on this left outer side plate. However, there is still one more plate on this belt, and it is the property plate. It says WCW in gold with a black background. It says World Champion underneath that. And there is tech string outlining this property plate. Moving further down to the left side of the strap, there's some more tooling in the faux leather, and then we have a 5x2 female snap box. So this strap is much shorter in length compared to a lot of the other replica belts. At the end of this title, we have a double-sided gold tip, and it says WCW Champion on it with a floral design bordering the gold tip. And then if we flip this title over, you can see the back of the belt, and all of the screws on this belt are covered, so that's a very nice touch. And the faux leather strap on here is actually a little bit flexible. Much better than WWE Shop's older titles, as you can see there. And the center plate even has a pretty decent curve to it. Okay, so here we have the 91 to 94 WCW title. At the top we have the WCW Crumb Rind, or the WWE Shop Rind. Then at the bottom we have the Winged Eagle. So let's go ahead and take a look at these side plates here. You can definitely see the similarities, and both of these titles were designed and made by Reggie Parks. So that is why you see a lot of similarities here. The side plates, you can see the wrestlers in the center, the logo at the top, and the sunburst pattern at the top and bottom. Same thing with the 91 to 94 WCW title. And you have the property plate there. Same thing on the Winged Eagle, and then the double-sided gold tip on both belts as well. And they're both even the same length. So there you have those two comparisons. And then as you can see, the WCW Crumb Rind is much larger than the 91 to 94 WCW World Heavyweight title. Obviously lots of differences there. Reggie Parks didn't get any inspiration from that old big gold belt or this newer WCW 91 to 94 championship. Out of these three titles, let me know which one you guys like the most in the comments below. Let's start off with some measurements here. The strap does measure 49.10 inches by 10.625 inches by 2 inches. Now I have a size 32 inch waist, so not too big, not too small. We'll go ahead and put this on backwards as always, because it's always much easier to do it this way when you don't have someone helping you out. And I gotta say, this strap is definitely much shorter than a lot of the other WWE Shop replica belts. I'll give you guys a few more measurements here. The first side plate is 3.2 inches by 4.7 inches. The second side plate is 3.1 inches by 1.9 inches. And then we have the WCW side plate, which measures 3.7 inches by 1.9 inches. It weighs approximately 5.7 pounds, and the main plate is 10.2 inches by 9.625 inches. And according to WWE Shop, it is suitable for waist sizes up to 46 inches. So much shorter than a lot of their other titles. If you watched my WWE US Spinner replica belt review, I believe that strap is like 52 inches long, somewhere around there. Definitely check out that video if you haven't already. So the snap box, it fits good. It does feel really good because the center plate is curved. As you can see, it looks great around the waist actually. And if we bend down, stays on. Side to side, even though I have it pretty tight around my waist, it stays fastened, no issue there. And also the plates on here, I think they're 5 millimeters thick. They do look to be bigger than 4 millimeters, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with 5 millimeters thickness here. And honestly, it feels like you would expect the real title to feel. This is a much smaller version of a WCW belt. Obviously, it's nowhere near as large as the WCW Big Gold. It looks that way, and it definitely feels that way. So let me know what you guys think about this belt. How does it look? Do you plan on picking it up? Do you have it already? Or are you gonna pass on it? Or is this something you just don't really care for? Let me know in the comments below. This belt does also come with a WCW belt bag. Very nice quality, very soft, and you have the WCW logo right there on the front. It says World Heavyweight Championship 1991 to 1994 replica. So overall, this belt is awesome. The detailing on all the plates are great. The faux leather strap is much better than the older versions of the WWE Shop belts. It fits good and feels good around the waist. However, if you're a larger guy, you might not be able to put it around your waist. The first person I think of whenever I see this title is Lex Luger. What can I say? I'm a huge Lex Luger fan, and every time I see this belt, all I can picture in my head is Lex Luger having this title around his waist and how good it looked. In the end, if you were a fan of this title from 1991 to 1994, I highly suggest you pick it up, or if you're a fan of any of the wrestlers that held this championship belt. Now, if you need belt hangers, belt bags, replacement jewels, nameplates, anything like that for your titles, you can shop at figurestoycompany.com and use discount code Jcfigz to save 10% off your orders. Or if you collect wrestling figures and you shop at entertainmentearth.com, you can use discount code Jcfigz to save 10% off your orders there as well. And if you shop at mattelcreations.com, you can use discount code Jcfigz there too. I will leave a link in my description for this WCW World Heavyweight title on WWE Shop in case you want to pick it up. And please use my link if you do to help support the channel. Follow me on Instagram at JC_Figs for daily content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.